Alright guys, Criminal here, back to you with another MK1 video. I just finished going over all cameos in the game after the patch. From what I can see, most of them, I'm gonna go over them one by one now, just tell you all of the changes that were made. I tested everything myself, so what I'm saying is just backed up by what I've tested. It's possible I missed some things, but from what I know, from my knowledge, what I've checked, and I try to check everything I can, I'll just let you know everything I found. So first of all, let's start with Darius. Darius looks like it's the exact same, nothing's changed. All of the cooldowns are the same from what I can see. The damage his moves do is the same. And it looks like his kick might actually scale more, because it's either his kick scales more or Reiko's command grab scales more, because I tested Reiko's grab and it actually does significantly less damage, the grab combos with Darius. So Darius wasn't buffed, he was possibly nerfed and possibly has a scaling nerf to his kick. Moving on. Slarina, she is the exact same. Now her forward throw actually does 12%, I'm fairly certain it did 13%, but other than that I don't think she changed at all. So for my testing, she's the exact same. Cyrax, he is the hardest nerf of the patch. By far the hardest nerf, at least as far as cameos go. I don't know about the playable characters yet, I'm gonna try and get over everybody, but that will take me longer for sure. Cyrax got significantly nerfed. The ground saws are the exact same. Possibly they scale more now, but the ground saws, one thing I can tell you for certain, they now consume an entire cameo gauge. Their cooldown is the same, but they take away the entire gauge and not just half of it. The chip damage they do is the same, but chip damage setups with them are significantly less powerful. For example, Raiden's chip with Cyrax used to do like 30-35% guaranteed. Now it will do only 20, because you can only set up Cyrax once for a chip damage setup, and you lose the entire gauge. So that is a significant nerf. The net is the exact same, nothing changed. The air saws are the same, still take half a gauge, but possibly scaling nerf. I'm not sure, it might be just character adjustments, but I don't know. But the aerial saws feels like they're the exact same, at least from frame data and cameo gauge and cooldown perspectives. And the bombs can now be held for longer. Other than that, Cyrax, the only nerf really I can 100% say in certainty he got was the saws, the ground saws. Moving on, we have Kameo. Kameo wasn't touched at all from what I could see. Unfortunately, Kameo didn't get buffed at all, so he's still in the trenches most likely. He's not very good still. Like, Kameo is just the same, no changes for him whatsoever. Sonya, she is the exact same in everything, but I believe there could have been two changes for her. Number one, she now has no effect on HP. I'm pretty sure she used to reduce 50 HP, correct me if I'm wrong. But from my memory, she used to reduce your HP by 50. Now she doesn't. So that's a buff to her for sure. And I'm pretty sure her energy rings now have a faster cooldown. But other than that, she is the same. But I can't tell for sure, but I'm pretty sure she used to have an effect on HP. So her having no effect on HP now, she used to reduce it by 50. Now she doesn't. So that's a very big buff. Correct me if I'm wrong though. It could be I'm just mistaken, but from what I can remember, she did have a negative effect on HP. Next up we have Sector. Sector is the exact same for what I could see. I'm pretty sure the homing missile actually travels faster now, but other than that, Sector is the same, no changes. Oh, and Sonya's forward grab now actually does 14%, which is a lot. It was 13%, I'm pretty sure, now it's 14, which is a buff, for sure. Frost is the exact same. The orb cancel, the ice orb, Frost is not the exact same, sorry. The ground freeze is the same from what I tested. The glacier and the repetitive punches are the same. But one thing I think is changed was the ice orb, and the cancel is now ridiculously fast. Like, it takes almost no time to cancel it, and Frost is running really fast, like running out of the screen. So getting a hit on her is gonna be really tough. And she actually, it's a very serious mind game now. It's much faster than it used to be, the ice orb cancel. Moving on, we have Jax. Jax is the exact same, still increases HP by 100. The backbreaker is the same. The ground pound is the exact same, and the force wave is the exact same. And its grab, you can still EX it 2 times, it still does 21% normally, so it's still the same pretty much. Moving on, we have Striker. Striker didn't change at all from what I've tested. Frame data is the same, the bombs are still ridiculously good. The only thing that it still has a negative effect on HP, but it doesn't look like it changed at all, regardless. So Striker is pretty much the same, no damage buffs, no nothing. Moving on, we have Scorpion. From what I've tested, is also still the same. Nothing changed about him. Possibly, it's possible he got a scaling nerf to the fireballs, but it could just be Melina. I tested it optimal with Melina. Every Melina player is spamming using them. It used to do over 50%, now it does around 42 or 48, something like that. So it definitely does less damage, but Melina herself got the damage nerf. Like, I tested the combo with her without like any cameo that I remembered did like 40%, I did around 35 to 37. So Melina got a scaling nerf, so it's possible it's only that. So I can't tell for sure if Scorpion got touched, but other than possible scaling nerf, is the exact same. Sub-Zero is the exact same, no changes. Kung Lao, Basso now has increased cooldown. It takes longer for it to return. It used to return in around 2 to 3 seconds. Now it takes 5 seconds for half of the gauge to return after Basso. So if you use the normal version of Basso, it takes around 5 seconds for the Basso to fully return. Like the full Kameo gauge to recharge again. So that's a substantial enough. That's almost double the cooldown. But and one more thing, Kung Lao now on reversal or on wake up, the spin of his that is invincible on wake up or on a reversal is now actually not a launcher. It doesn't launch for combos anymore. Just like Cyrax's net is invincible on a reversal, but it doesn't launch on a. It doesn't start combos on reversal. So Kung Lao spin is the same. Other than that, he's still ridiculously powerful. Compared to Cyrax, he didn't really get hit that hard. So Kung Lao is probably now the best cameo in the game, because from what I could see, no cameo was really buffed. So yeah, moving on, Shujinko. Of course, there could be matchup changes, like changes in specific matchups he has against characters, but universally the things he's doing, it looks like it's the exact same. I haven't seen any changes with him. Motaro looks like it's the exact same. I haven't seen any changes with him either. Cooldown stuff, nothing. The teleport is the same. The triple orb still take all of your cameo gauge. The down laser, still pretty much a worse version of Basso with a lot of cooldown, unfortunately. And the reflect still takes a full cameo gauge if you want Motaro to walk forward. So Motaro really needed the buffs and he's not buffed at all. So yeah, he's pretty much the same. And no changes pretty much. And finally we have Goro, he stayed the same. So guys, as you can see, pretty much no cameo in the roster changed almost. Like, other than a few things I'm not very sure of actually patched, I'm pretty sure everybody is the same. From what I could tell, only Kung Lao and Cyrax were changed. These are the only changes I can tell you with 100% certainty it actually happened. The rest are just speculations. I'm not sure, because I'm pretty sure most of them are just scaling stuff. Other than the Sonya HP thing, because I'm 99% sure Sonya used to have a negative effect on HP. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she used to do that. Regardless, Kung Lao got nerfed and Cyrax got nerfed. That's pretty much it for the patch notes. Cameo-wise, I'm gonna try and take a look on playable characters, but please understand, until the full patch notes list drops, I won't be able to actually tell you all of the nerfs accurately, or even close to that, because it takes much more time to actually lab all of the possible changes in frame data to strings, scaling nerfs, hitboxes. There are much more stuff you need to cover with playable characters, so I'm gonna try and go over the top tiers and talk about their changes, like make a video for each one if I need to, but until the patch notes drops, I hope you understand I can't really just make it just like this. I could make this in like an hour. Like in an hour I could lab and figure out everybody's pretty much the same except for these two. But with the playable characters it's a different story, because from what I've heard in Discord servers, there have been many changes compared to like the cameo changes. So yeah guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Hope you enjoyed, hope this helps you, like if you were afraid your main cameo got nerfed, or if you're just using Cyrax and Kung Lao have noticed something is different. So yeah, this is the changes for the cameos. If when the patch notes drop it turns out I was wrong and there have been some changes that escaped my eye, I will let you know about them, but for now I'm pretty sure I covered everything and I found out everything there is to find. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.